Welcome back. Today I'm going to be working on my doorposts. My doorposts are made out of 4x5 timbers, and each one has 3 joints in it. I've got one at the top, one tenon that goes into the tie beam on the front of the structure, and then I've got one tenon down on the end. There's a stub tenon that sits in the sill, and then I have one girt mortise where the girt will butt up against the doorpost. So I'm going to cut those 3 joints after I mark them out. Okay, I've got my stub tenon laid out. I'll show that to you here. I've got, you can see there's where I'm going to cut. I have laid it out 1.5 inches off the reference face. This is my reference face here on top, and so I measured 1.5 inches down and then out to the edge. And this is also 1.5 inches in here, because the stub tenon will be 1.5 inches thick. And then the tenon itself is 1.5 inches thick, so I've got 3 inches down to here, measured that, marked it out, and now I'm going to cut it out. Okay, I'm going to check its thickness. I think this one might be a hair thick. It could be wedged on there, but it's tight. So I am going to end up having to do a little chiseling. Okay. Should slide over there nicely now. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, so I've got my mortise laid out. As you can see, I drew a line down the center. That line will help me know where to place the drill bit so I can drill quickly. As you can see, the mortise is going to be roughly in the center of the beam. When I'm making my girts, that's something I have to take into consideration. There's 2 different types of tenons on my girts. I'll come show you one. So, here's one kind. This is a barefaced tenon. As you can see, there's only one cheek to it, and you do this when you've got a smaller beam going into a larger beam. And it saves on work. You only have to cut one side, but if you're going to put 2 beams that are the same size together, it won't work, because then your tenon would be on the outside edge. So the girts that go into the doorposts, one side will have a barefaced tenon and the other side will have a standard tenon. So this mortise here needs to be in the center, because a girt that is the same size as this doorpost is going to mate to it. Well, I'm going to cut it now. I forgot to account for the depth of the offset. It needs to be 3.5 deep, not 3. That's okay though. I can just come back and drill it a little deeper. Okay, now I'm going to clear it out with the chisel.